butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Pumpkin Fiesta by Karen Yakowitz, illustrated by Joe Cepeda. Old Juana grew the biggest, roundest, and orangest pumpkins in the whole province of San Miguel. For as long as anyone could remember, she had won the special pumpkin crown at the big fiesta each year. Everyone in her village was proud of Old Juana, all except her neighbor, foolish Fernando. I will discover Old Juana's secret, and this year my pumpkins will be the finest at the fiesta, Fernando boasted to his pet bull, Toro. At planting time, Fernando followed Old Juana to Pumpkin Hill and hid behind a bush. He watched as Juana and her little burro, Dulcita, plowed the field. Old Juana broke up the clods of soil with her hoe until they crumbled like fresh cake in her hands. Her faded cotton dress fluttered in the cool spring breeze. Her big straw hat cast a pool of shadow on the freshly tilled soil. Old Juana bent so low that her chin almost touched her knees as she carefully planted plump, white pumpkin seeds, 1, 2, 3 to a mound. Foolish Fernando watched and watched. Then he ran home as fast as his skinny legs could carry him. Early the next day, Fernando began hoeing his plot of land. He wore a faded cotton dress and a big straw hat. He quickly scattered seeds in every direction. I looked just like old Juana today, foolish Fernando said, scratching Toro behind the ears. I'm sure that is the secret to her pumpkins. Soon the warm spring rains came. The vines on old Juana's pumpkin hill grew strong. Their twisting tendrils hugged the ground. Fernando looked at his scrawny vines. Could there be another secret, he wondered? The next morning, when old Juana and Dulcita passed by, carrying heavy jugs of water from the well, Fernando left his favorite spot in the pepper tree and followed them to Pumpkin Hill. Agua, agua, water, water, my beauties. Old Juana's words carried on the warm wind as she gave each plant a cool drink. Butter babies, she cooed to each yellow blossom. Open your faces to the sun. Invite the honeybees to visit you. Soon you will grow to be fat, round pumpkins. See, yes, yes, Fernando cried. When he got home, he put on the faded cotton dress and his straw hat. Fernando scooped some water into an old clay pot. He ran back to Pumpkin Hill. Agua, agua, he called. Water, water, my beauties. He splashed a few drops of water on his plants. Baby butters, butterballs, buttercups. A drop of water landed here, another splashed there. Big butters, baby cups, butter-ups, Fernando said. He talked to his pumpkins until the sun set. Before he went to bed, Fernando danced a little jig. I knew the secret of Pumpkin Hill. He told Toro I looked like old Juana and talked like her too. I will wear the pumpkin crown this year. All the long, hot summer, old Juana and Dulcita carried water to Pumpkin Hill. The yellow blossoms turned into baby pumpkins. A few grew to be as large and as round as wagon wheels. Old Juana named her 3 finest pumpkins, Gorda, who was the chubbiest, Linda, the prettiest, and Blush Bottom for her color. Fernando talked to his plants, but he often forgot to water them. Only a few blossoms turned into small green pumpkins. Something is not right, he said. I will watch old Juana one last time. Fernando ran to Pumpkin Hill and hid. He watched as old Juana and Dulcita carefully picked insects off the vines. Por supuesto, of course, he said. Why didn't I see it before? Toro will have to help me. The next morning Fernando gathered straw and twine. He went to his field, pulling Toro behind him. Foolish Fernando plucked one hungry bug from one leaf. Toro stood near him, embarrassed. His head hung low. Well done, declared Fernando that evening. I know all the secrets now. I looked and talked just like old Juana, and you, my precious pet, look just like Dulcita. I'm sure my pumpkins will be the finest at the fiesta." But Toro charged away to the farthest corner of the field and did not come back, even at midnight. By autumn, old Juana's biggest pumpkins, Gorda, Linda, and Blush Bottom, had all turned the color of the harvest moon. Fernando's pumpkins were small, shriveled, and green. The night before the fiesta, Fernando crept among the vines of Pumpkin Hill. With a whack and a chop, he cut Gorda, Linda, and Blush Bottom from their vines and headed them into his cart. At dawn on fiesta day, old Juana and Dulcita arrived at Pumpkin Hill. Old Juana looked at the spot where her beautiful pumpkins had grown. She could not believe her eyes. "Where are my children?" she cried. "Who has stolen my beauties?" She searched every corner of Pumpkin Hill. When she was sure there were nowhere to be found, old Juana took a knife and bent over the vines where Gorda, Linda, and Blush Bottom had grown. With heavy hearts, old Juana and Dulcita traveled the dusty road to the fiesta. When they arrived, they heard music and cheering. Pushing through the crowd, old Juana spied Gorda, Linda, and Blush Bottom. There, sitting proudly behind them, grinned foolish Fernando. The mayor held the pumpkin crown over Fernando's head. "Stop, stop," old Juana cried. The music ceased. The crowd was silent. All eyes were on old Juana. "Those are my pumpkins," she cried. A look of shock spread through the crowd. "What proof do you have that these are your pumpkins?" asked the mayor. "I tilled the soil and planted the seeds on Pumpkin Hill. I carried water to the plants every day. I removed the insects that ate the leaves," Juana replied. "Perhaps so," said the mayor, "but you must show us proof." "The pumpkins are mine," said Juana. "I can prove it." She reached deep into her pocket and pulled out the stubs of the vines where each pumpkin had been cut. "Here is Gorda's and Linda's. See how it fits her like a little cap? And this one belongs to my precious Blush Bottom." A murmur swept the crowd. "These are indeed old Juana's pumpkins," shouted the mayor. He placed the crown on old Juana's head. The crowd let out a roar. "Viva Juana! Viva Juana!" they chanted. "Long live Juana! Long live Juana!" Foolish Fernando was about to sneak away when the mayor scooped him up and brought him to old Juana. Fernando stood before her, his head bent low. "I'm sorry, Juana," said Fernando. "I was wrong to take your pumpkins." "Foolish, foolish Fernando," said old Juana. "Do you really want to grow beautiful big pumpkins?" "Sí, sí," shouted Fernando. "Will you pay attention and do as I say?" asked old Juana. "Sí, sí, te prometo. Yes, yes, I promise you," shouted Fernando. "Well," said old Juana with a smile, "then I will teach you." And old Juana taught foolish Fernando the secret of Pumpkin Hill.
Handel's Bakery in downtown Lincoln, Nebraska sells a variety of pastries and baked goods. They make 50 different types of breads, 50 different types of pastries, and 15 different types of cookies, and they make cakes for weddings, quinceañeras, and many other special occasions. Where are you and your family from?
Well, me and my family are from Mexico, but the owner is from Bolivia.
Bolivia, okay. And are there any special treats you make at certain times of the year?
Well, starting at the beginning of the year, like January, we make the king cake. You know what that is about?
No,
The Rosca de Reyes, it's like king cake. It has a little gold
Like
inside.
that for Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. And so that's what we do in January. The rest of the year, like right now, like for Easter, Mexican people make special treats, and so they order special things that are made in Mexico and we make them here. And basically that's it. We don't make anything else that is special during the year because a lot of the holidays are religious tradition and things we don't believe in. Okay. So if we don't believe in that, we don't make it. Okay. So like they have like Day of the Dead, and in Mexico they make bread like that, and we don't. Because it's against our beliefs. So even though they make it, it's a Mexican tradition. We don't make it.
You don't make it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you make trileches
We make trileches
for
cake.
birthdays and stuff?
Yeah, and we have it every day.
Every day?
The slices.
Today we're going to talk to my friend Ashley about her experiences with Latin American culture and the celebrations that she might have experienced during her travels. So, tell us about some of your experiences with any Latin American culture and the celebrations you might have encountered.
Well, I have gone to a quinceañera in my past.
Tell us what a quinceañera is.
A quinceañera is it's a birthday party for a girl who's turning 15. It's kind of like a coming of age party. It's like a transition from childhood to adulthood.
For a 15-year-old girl, does that have anything to do with the name quinceañera?
Yes, quinceañera comes from the word quince, which is 15 in Spanish.
Can you tell us about some traditional activities that happen at a quinceañera?
Yeah. Every quinceañera is a little bit different, just depending on, what country the family's from. The one I went to, the family was from Argentina, so in this quinceañera, it was like, it's obviously a little bit different than the ones from, Mexico or Guatemala, but it started with the family entering in the room, coming in all together with the birthday girl and the parents and everything, and she's all dressed in a big dress and everything. And then at this one they started with a waltz, and then into like kind of a traditional salsa or whatever is really a part of their country. After that, we all sat down at these tables and we ate a big meal together, followed by more dancing and everything.
Very cool. Really specific about this particular quinceañera that you experienced.
Well, in Argentina, they do something called the tradition of the 15 candles. So it represents every year of the girl's life, and the girl will light the candles and give each one candle to every person who's been in the top 15 people who have been the most influential in her life. So, I saw her give them to her parents and her grandparents, her really good friends, and then it's just kind of like a sign of respect for those people who have been really the building blocks of her life. And so that's really, it's really cool, and then they can all, say a few words about the birthday girl, and it's just a really neat bonding experience for everyone.
Very cool. Ashley, what do you think is the most important part of a quinceañera?
Well, a quinceañera is really important because it's, in the eyes of the culture, the Hispanic culture, it's really the transition from childhood to adulthood, so that's a really big thing in their culture.
Well, thank you, Ashley, so much for joining us in this interview.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Did you know that an immigrant is a person who moves from one country to another? Did you also know that the United States was built by immigrants? In this book, Treasure Map by Juanita Avil, tells one immigrant's story of coming from Mexico to the United States. This story has been passed down for 2 generations, along with 2 special items that you'll just have to read to find out about.
Did you know that from October 31st to November 2nd, millions of people from Mexico and parts of Central America get together to celebrate a special day, one of Latin America's most popular holidays, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. It is a time where people get together to celebrate the lives of those who are no longer living. In the book, The Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos, written and illustrated by Bob Barner and translated by Teresa Mlar, you can follow the story of a family and how they celebrate the Day of the Dead. From making pan de muertos, or bread of the dead, to caballeros de azúcar, or sugar skulls, the family honors their loved ones with many different traditions. Many families welcome the spirits at the end of the celebration by lighting candles, burning incense, and spreading marigold flowers. Finally, singing and dancing happens, and everyone shares stories about their loved ones. If you think this book sounds good, check it out. The Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos, written and illustrated by Bob Barner.
People celebrate holidays all over the world. One particular holiday that most of us celebrate is Christmas. Does your family do anything special for this holiday? Me and my family like to watch movies and make yummy food together. In Too Many Tamales by Gary Soto, illustrated by Ed Martinez, Maria is helping her mom prepare Christmas dinner. Just for fun, Maria tries on her mother's wedding ring while her mom is out of the room. But uh-oh, the ring got lost in the tamale dough. It was too late for Maria to look for it, and her dad started to cook the tamales. After the tamales were cooked, Maria gathered her siblings and her cousins to help her eat all 24 tamales to find the ring. Maria had no luck finding the ring, and there was only one tamale left. Do you think the ring will be in the last tamale? Read to find out if Maria finds her mother's wedding ring in time for Christmas. If you want to learn about how other people celebrate holidays like Christmas, you should read Too Many Tamales by Gary Soto and illustrated by Ed Martinez.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading